Hi again. It's Boo for part 10, I believe. We're in the double digits. Imagine that. Still not done. So, we're going to get right to it. I'm going to go over a few fragrances, and I also am going to talk a little bit about niche fragrances as opposed to some of the other types of fragrances. So it was pretty confusing for me, and I figure if it is for me, it might be for somebody else. So, all right, we will just get down to it. How about we start with Bulgari? I had talked before about Blue 2. I can't remember what fragrance that one of the ones that I had that Fragrantica, some of the viewers thought it smelled like, but anyway, this is Bulgari Blue 2. Yeah, it's really a lovely fragrance. As you can tell, I've used quite a bit of it. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. And Blue 2 Eau de Parfum. Top notes introduce violet, star anise, licorice, and mandarin, while letting a floral heart dominate with its aromas of iris absolute and patchouli and Haiti vetiver. Base notes incorporate 3 amber nuances: ambergris or grease, benzoin, and labdanum, finishing with tonka and musk. And other people think that this smells like Oscar Summer Dew by Oscar de la Renta, Madly Kenzo by Kenzo. Don't know. But it is a fabulous fragrance, and it's really light. It definitely has kind of an oaky smell to it, and the dry down is really lovely. And oh, I did want to talk about ambergris. That is a whale product that's found in the intestines of whales. Sperm whales eat giant squid, and the only hard part of a giant squid is their beak, which can be really large, you know. And in order for it to not tear up their intestines, they secrete this waxy substance that coats sharp objects that they swallow, similar to what a pearl does with a piece of sand. Not quite as nice, at least not for 20 or 30 years. And it used to be called whale vomit because they were hoping that the whale, bleh, barfed it up. But they're pretty sure that it's more like whale poop. It comes out and they excrete it through the back end of the whale. And then it floats around the ocean for 20 or 30 years, and beachcombers find it, and it is pure gold. It's like $10 a gram. It retails for like up to $25 for really quality. It looks kind of like a, it can come in all kinds of sizes. And it looks like a kind of a fuzzy white rock. And you can test it by taking a hot pin or just heating up a pin or, some kind of metal, and then just touching it against it. And it'll instantly leave a little tuft of smoke and turn to a black tarry stuff. And that's the way it comes out of the whales, is black tarry. But it takes 20 or 30 years for the ocean to ferment it and tweak it to where it doesn't smell like, gross cow poop. It smells like ambergris, which is hard to explain if you've never smelled it. It's a heavy, musky, animal, kind of fruity smell. And the good news is that ambergris, now most of the perfumeries are going back to using ambergris because whales are no longer killed for it. That ambergris can't really use anyway. It has to seriously float out in the ocean for 20 or 30 years. So I'm not as freaky about clones with ambergris. I know a lot of American designers use it, but it is the beachcombed ambergris. It comes from reputable companies that absolutely will not take any whale products unless it is found on the beach, and it's very easy to tell when this is found on the beach. You really can't fake this. So again, that's about ambergris. Just make sure that you're buying perfumes from really reputable perfumeries, designers, niche houses, whatever, and then you can be pretty sure that it's a beachcombing ambergris and that no whales were harmed while collecting it. So there's enough about that. And the other Bulgari I have is Mon Jasmine Noir. Getting a little better about putting this in front of the camera, I think. Not much, but a little. This is really, oh, it almost is androgynous as well. Well, you know, I don't know how to describe it to you, so I will just tell you what everybody else says. It is made addictive floral composition, blending notes of lily of the valley, Sembec jasmine, musky nougat, nougatine, and vibrant woods. People say that it smells similar to Les Parfums by Elie Saab. Don't know. But I know it's really lovely. Both of these are really good daytime fragrances. Wear them to work. No problem at all. Maybe a family dinner. Oh, I forget how much I like these. This has been really good for me because I'm rediscovering my own perfumes. So anyway, so that's that. Those are my two Bulgaris. I think those are my only two. I'm not sure. I have over 50 perfumes. So, all right. And the next one I have is The Midnight Poison by Christian Dior. Not to be confused with the Pure Poison or Hypnotic Poison or any of those. Now this to me is a very heavy patchouli, not patchouli, maybe vetiver? I don't know. So anyway, it's a cool blue bottle though. I mean, it's really, really pretty. I love their bottles, Christian Dior. Sometimes I just buy stuff for the bottle. It's a terrible reason. I don't recommend it, but I do it. So I am going to be a hypocrite. So Midnight Poison, really pretty bottle. Opening with citrus notes of mandarin. Yeah, it's really, really bitey. Heavy citrus at the beginning. Mandarin and bergamot to the rose heart, and patchouli, amber, and French vanilla in the base. I smell no vanilla. I mean, now the dry down, there's a little, but not in the top or middle notes. Definitely not. I have to be in the mood for this. It is pretty intense. A little goes a long way. But, you know, it's Dior. They're awesome. So, next one is one of my favorites. I really like this one, and that's thanks to my girl Mia at Fragrance Station. I know I keep saying her name, but she really did turn me on to this, or back onto this, or no, I never liked it until she turned me on. Anyway, it is Dior Addict. Really another really cool blue bottle, kind of a cobalt blue, just like the Midnight Poison. They're similar in color, but they're really cool. Love the bottles. Very gothic. I'm into that gothic stuff. Red bottles, blue bottles. Love it. This is the one where the girls at work, the 30-year-old all the way up to the 50-something-year-old, love this. One is really heavy and likes heavy, spicy smells. The other one really likes the fruity, fun, young smells, and they both went nuts over this. So did I. I love this stuff. Now my husband, I don't know if he has. I haven't worn it around him yet because I have so many perfumes that I test on him, you know, to make sure he doesn't sneeze, or if he smells them, you know, if he likes them, if he's like, whoo, babe, get something else, then, you know, I need to know that too. So, Dior Addict. Top notes are mandarin leaves, mulberry flowers, night queen flower, Bulgarian rose, and orange flower in the heart. The base is created with bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka bean. People have said that this smells like Scene Cardin for Her by Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin. Here's those French words again. I really stink at those. It's really sad. So, anywho, I also, do I have time? I don't really have time to talk about niche fragrances, but I will talk about that in the next video. Thanks for hanging in there. This is Boo. Peace.